isn't clicking. You're not responding. You're not responding. There it goes. That's better. Why did I didn't take that mod off. That mod that was bugging us yesterday. I was going to take it off and I forgot. I don't know if I even remember which mod it is. Which mod is it? I've got 4 or 5, maybe more, mods that I'm using all at once to edit merchants. I'm not sure which mod is causing that. That's going to take some time to figure out which mod is causing it. So, I won't bother with it right now. I forget about it until I just turned the game on and I remember, oh yeah, I was going to do that. I forgot. Where are we? Where the alchemy? Is that what that's called? The alchemy tavern? I think that's what this one is called. Those wraiths that are a figment of Ciri's imagination and don't exist outside of nightmares that Ciri had that for some reason are real in the game. Are you actually loading? Yes, you are. You know what? You had your head and then you lost your head. I saw you have your head. Why did you do that? I said, why are you up there? What was we doing? I don't even remember. We light your fireplace. We can hug Ciri, I guess, instead. All right. We're gonna start right off hugging Ciri, I guess. There's 2 of you up there. Were there 2 of you up there before and I didn't notice? I don't know. Why are you hugging Ciri? It's just like the fireplace. He doesn't do it twice. She was beside him. We're gonna have one of these nights, I can tell. People have asked me to link to this mod. I can't link to this mod on Twitch. Just go on Nexus and search for Happy Endings, and you'll see immediately why I can't link to this mod on Twitch. But the mod that has him hugging Ciri constantly. That's not what it's supposed to do either. That's a glitch in the mod. It's not supposed to be doing that. But it's hysterically lore friendly, so. Just leave it that way. Do we still need to go to merchants? We're not insanely overburdened anymore. Okay. We're close to being overburdened, so if we can get rid of more stuff, but I can't see that. There we go. Yeah. Everything's empty. There's only one character in the Witcher franchise with black hair riding a white horse. That's Erda. Oh, there's loot over here. Okay. Can we kill you? Gills is bitching at us already. I know we can't kill you. We can kill the guy next to you, though. Try to attack him with you snap our fingers out. Can we not kill you? You didn't die with the rest of us. We can't attack you? Okay. Hey, we haven't been lighting lights. You're the one we can't kill you. Doesn't let us kill the quest characters. Are you sure? Witches are pretty evil in the novels. That's like saying, if you want to rescue a baby, let's hire the mafia. That same thing. The differences between the novels and the games are hysterical. There was a guy today, he just watched the Netflix series.
Interesting choice of Avallac'h. Do you think Avallac'h is honest?
And he was talking with his chat about it, and somebody in chat was saying that Geralt is in the Netflix series more than he is in the novels, and that Yennefer has more page time in the novels, and they were arguing about it. He hadn't read the novels. And he started arguing about it. He said, no, it's the Witcher series. It's called the Witcher series. Yeah. You know how many hundreds of pages you can go between seeing The Witcher in the Witcher series? First sentence, first page, first chapter, first novel, first word. Geralt's penis. There you go. Have an introduction. There's Geralt. Then you got Yennefer, and oh look, there's Geralt's penis again. Yennefer, and that's the way the entire novel series is. Until you get to Ciri, and that Ciri is the main character, and to hell with everybody else. Geralt's hardly in the novels at all. It's funny when people discover that. Most people assume because he's the main character in both the games and in the show that he must be the main character in the novels. Especially when, you know, The Witcher is the name of the novels. Nope. Ciri's the main character. Yennefer's the secondary character. Geralt's there once in a while. If you hate Yennefer, boy, are you going to hate the novels because she's in the novels so much. I don't know why people hate Yennefer so much. There are a lot of people who hate Yennefer. There's loot all the way up there, too. Well, I thought we had picked up all the loot in Oxenford. We didn't check here. I completely forgot that this was an area we usually leave loot behind. Who is saying that? It must be that guy standing there. He's the only one there. There's nobody else there. I can't see if your mimic is moving or not, so I can't tell. Ben went to the store. Got a whole bunch of stuff. And then came back. Somewhere in between buying the stuff at the cash register and coming home, he forgot to put the stuff in his car and just came home. And I went back to the store because, well, the shopping cart should still be there full of stuff. Walmart can't find it. I don't know how he did that. The problem is The stuff includes medicine with a $300 per vial price tag, $3,000 per vial price tag, 3 vials a day, and the doctor doesn't renew it. So, $12,000 a day times 30 amount of medicine missing. That's people who are outside of America and have no clue what medical bills and medicine prices are like, or what it's like to have diabetes and you have to take a $3,000 insulin shot 3 times a day. And then people wonder, how do you have $3 million in medical bills per year? Welcome to diabetes in America. So, I don't know what we're going to do about that. He can't remember if he even put the stuff in the shopping cart. He has the receipt. He bought the stuff, paid for it. He doesn't remember if he took it off the conveyor belt and put it in the shopping cart. Or if he put it in the shopping cart and took the cart to the car, but then didn't take it out of the cart and didn't put it in the car. So, in addition to the medicine, there's also close to $1,000 worth of food missing. Not the first time he's done this. Starting to think maybe he shouldn't go to the store by himself anymore. He's 72 years old. He seems to be displaying a lot of Alzheimer's symptoms lately, like that. Not all of the cards have come back yet. If you pushed by these cats. sometimes they walk around us and sometimes they just try to push us by. They walked around us that time. We're in the middle of Radovid's quest, aren't we? A year ago or more. Whatever it was that we started it. Did you just click on Siri? It looks like it clicked on Siri and then crashed. What is it doing?
Siri.
Yeah, clicked on Siri. Why did it take so long to do it? That's probably got a range on it. I should probably look and see. Now you're doing that. Why are you doing that?
Come, let's go.
All right, we'll talk later.
You've gone through a great deal of trouble to reach me.
That was weird. I don't know why I did that. Are we in an area where there's an extra amount of texture files? We could be. It's got those same type of buildings like in Novigrad, and those do take a lot to load. There's actually a high amount of people who won't use DHD graphics mod because it does that. Why can't we?
GL said the same thing. Much higher.
There it goes. Can we get from the other way? DHD graphic mod. It put such a huge additional load on the game. A lot of people can't get it to go to load because it just you need a good graphics card? What are you what are they doing? You got Nathaniel's sleeves. I never noticed that before. Did we do Nathaniel already? I don't know.
Ciudad, this place is no longer safe. Could not tarry here long.
If you do the quest correctly, don't kill Nathaniel. If you want to get the good ending where you actually catch the serial killer, don't kill Nathaniel. We've only gotten the good ending once because I don't like Nathaniel. We end up killing him as soon as we see him. don't think we did that quest yet in this playthrough. What's the name of it? We did not, because we haven't done Cabaret yet. Finishing Cabaret will trigger it. So we haven't done Nathaniel's quest yet. Apparently a bunch right on top of each other here. It just keeps going. The last one finally? We are almost done. Except I see more up there. I don't remember the boat having all that weathering on it. Is that something one of the texture mods has added? I think the boat looks different, but I can't remember what the unmodded boat would look like, how it's different. But I think it's the weathering on it is different. I don't know. I don't know would I even recognize the unmodded texture files anymore. It's been so long since we've seen them. I notice them whenever we see a texture file crash though, because there is such a huge difference between them. Is that the last one? On the boardwalk here. We're trying to loot this thing under your foot. It looks like there's more than one there, though. No, there's only one. We got everything off the dock, I think. But then I just noticed there's more over here. And some up there. Did they have rum? Wasn't rum a Renaissance invention? They wouldn't have had rum in the 1200s. It was an industrial waste byproduct. They also didn't have a boat that big in the 1200s.
Avallac'h Bay,
My 1964 Dodge 330 is 21 feet bumper to bumper. Holds 8 people. Christopher Columbus's ships, at the time they were built, were the world's largest ships, and they were 21 feet. That's close to 200 feet. That's something I always have a complaint about when you see these pirate movies like Treasure Island and stuff, and they show these huge pirate ships, and then they tell you the date is something like 1500s. They ain't got those huge pirate ships in the 1500s. That is probably one of the strangest degrees I have. I have a degree in Maine maritime history.
I just sail back to Portland.
I like boats, obviously. Also, there's a boat in my yard. Why is there a boat in my yard? I don't own a boat. There's a boat in my yard sitting next to my motorhome. I showed up there a few weeks ago. You know, if you put something on somebody's property and you don't take it off within 6 months, Maine law, I will now own it. So if you want to keep your boat, whoever put it in my yard, you better get it out, because you're gonna run out of time to get it back. Are we actually almost done? I know there's more over there. I wasn't planning on looting all this stuff. I didn't know we left all this loot behind over here. That is saying those are lootable?
Seems to have aged.
That is lootable. You're a different priest than the one that was standing here a few minutes ago.
Through time and space, different worlds. Saw houses and
Was
clothes,
more than one of you here?
unicorns and wild tales.
Yes, more than one of you, because that's the one we were talking about over there.
Through time.
What are you doing? You're blessing the boat? I don't know what he's doing. There's no logic in what he's doing. But they're both doing it, whatever they're doing.
Ever seen such cat heat?
And there's no loot up there. Okay. So, we'll take our horse with us over there. After we fall off. Okay. We fall off the edge instead. Is that the last of the loot? It looks like there isn't much more.
Very well.
Okay, both of you can fit through there. Why can't we fit through there? Avallac'h is skinnier than both those people who just walked through there. He should be able to fit through there too. So- I wonder what other places we have left piles of loot. We left a lot of loot at that fort yesterday. Necromancy, the forbidden magic. Why are we picking a book about necromancy off Redanian cards? Did we finally get all of it? Alright. You know how incredibly not lore friendly that whole scene at Loch Muin is? If you never saw it, it's in Witcher 2. There's this scene where all the mages in the novels, the conclave of mages consists of 16 mages, and then Yennefer, who's not a member, and Avallac'h, who is also not a member. So in total, in the entire universe, there are 18 mages. In total. On all planets, on all solar systems, in all galaxies, in all universes, there are 18 mages. And in Witcher 2, the conclave of mages gathers together. And young Prince Radovid, not yet king, gathers up around 300 of them and kills them all. So, how come 3 years ago, in the novels, there were 18 mages total, 16 in the conclave, 2 that were not members of the conclave. Yennefer and Avallac'h are not members. Where did those additional mages come from in the game? That didn't exist in the novels, that's for sure.
Show me what
you have, oh, you have diamond dust. We want that. Do you have anything else we want? No? Don't think so. Okay. How much do you pay for jewelry? Probably not much. Not much. All right. Sort items by weight. Do we need items for repair? Do you know what? Let's not sell those yet. Magic wasn't a big thing in the novels. You have the mages and stuff, but they're not like what you think mages are. Most of them were incredibly arrogant scholars who sat around not doing anything other than talking about how great they were because look at all the hundreds of degrees I've got on my wall. That's what they did. They didn't do much for magic. I think people who focus on the magic stuff in the game and the Netflix series and then go to the novels expecting it's going to be a lot of that are going to be hugely disappointed. That guy I was just watching he's never read the novels or played the game. He only knows the Netflix series. And he's talking about he wants to read the novels. I don't recommend anybody who is a fan of the Netflix series. I really wouldn't recommend the novels to them. Just because the novels are so different from the Netflix series. As different as the game is from the novels, the game stayed closer to the novels than the Netflix series did. I've seen so many people who have already played the game, streamers, mostly on Twitch, some of them also on YouTube, but mostly on Twitch, streamers who played the game and they loved it. And then read the novels. And suddenly they not only hated the novels, they started boycotting the game. just... outright calling for a demand to ban it. And these are people who are huge fans of it. Can we dismantle these ones we couldn't sell? It's gonna take so much of our money, but we'll... He's not, that's the mod I was talking about, he's not gonna keep that money, and so we can't get that money back. I can't remember what mod is doing that. But we've got so much money that don't matter much. Could we not dismantle those? I didn't see those on the list. Interesting. Oh, we have more we didn't dismantle. Wait a minute. Yep, we missed one. Should dismantle monster parts more often. I don't know why I don't. I never think of it. We can dismantle these for quite a few things, can't we? Look how much our weight has gone back up. We had the weight down. Yeah, those didn't show up, so we could dismantle them. Why not? I never noticed that before. Well, it's easy enough to make a mod that we can dismantle them, so I'll have to add that to my list of things to do. We're back onto being overburdened again. We gained as much weight as we lost when we dismantled those things. Still heaviest. Sapphire dust shouldn't be heavier than gold ore. Can we not get the last of your money? We can't get the last of your money. There's nothing there we want to sell. I think these are all too expensive, right? Oh, yes, those are way too expensive. Would you pay for those? Way more. Okay. We can't get the last of his money.
Farewell. Never seen such good.
What is our horse's weight at now? £9,000 still. I changed the sentence so that we can still use the horse, but our horse is incredibly overburdened. The 12,000 sentence, not what we usually have it at. We just looted so much that our horse couldn't move anymore. Oh, well. So where else are there merchants where we can sell? What is the heavyweight? What is the heaviest stuff we're carrying? Get off your horse. What is the heaviest stuff that the horse is carrying? How heavy are those? Those are barely a pound each, so those aren't causing an issue. Oh no, wait. This side. This side. Let's move these before we accidentally sell them. didn't we have a Fudunoi? Did we already move it, or did we accidentally sell it? I don't remember what color it was. I wish each one of these was slightly different, more than just the three that are three differences. I should make a mod so that they are. That's what I should do. Because you have to hover over every single one of them to see it. Oh, Zoogle. We got a Zoogle. Fudunoi. Okay, we already put it in the, and it's blue, unless there's more in here that are blue. I don't see more in here that are blue. So we already moved it over. Is this? No. No. We need somebody who buys food. We've got a food merchant right beside us. We should go over to him before we leave Oxenford then. This is where we started out today. I think that counter's too tall. Ain't that counter too tall? We never buy anything from this guy, do we? You know, everything always has a high meat diet. All the games like this, all the RPGs, everything medieval. And stuff like Dungeons and Dragons. Any type of medieval movie. Everything medieval. They always show a high meat diet. But in actuality, meat was rare. only extremely wealthy people had access to meat. Meat didn't start becoming something that a lot of people had access to until the late 1930s, and it was a direct result of the Great Depression. Factories started trying to find a way to get more food to people because people were starving to death. That's when the factory farms started showing up. You saw large-scale meat production because instead of just one or two cows out in a field, they put hundreds of cows in a barn. Started force-feeding them corn. Cows never ate corn before that. Nothing cows eat normally. We get a lot of tomatoes. You have baked apples and baked potatoes. Those are both things that we use. So we're going to buy those. Also, we use those. That's mutton, right? Yes, that's mutton. What is this? 29%. That's actually really good. We're going to buy that as well. 16% ain't that good for that, but we're gonna buy it anyways. And 43%. Wow. Why aren't we using more of these? Those are much higher. We should be using those. And that's the one I just looked at. Okay. Is that it? That's it. Okay, what else? Oh, we didn't move that over. We need to move that before we accidentally sell it. What is that? Yes, sell that one. These are just regular potatoes, right? Not baked potatoes. Cheese that we didn't sell. That's right, we were using cheese and then cheese in medieval times has rennet in it, which Avallac'h would not eat. So, get rid of the cheese. And you buy these things. So that took a lot of weight down both on Avallac'h and Rudy.
Took us to a world where Eridan couldn't find us. Oh, perhaps our
You know what? We haven't had a manual save in a while. Save. We've got autosave happening, but we need to have manual saves in between. So, now where are we going? I think we want to go to Heddle, right? Because we determined that the guy in Heddle's the one who pays a lot for the jewelry, and right now we're carrying a lot of jewelry, which doesn't add much weight each, but when we're carrying a bunch of them, it does. So we should go sell those to him. Where is that from here? That's south of Brunswick. So we need to go Brunswick direction, but not as far north. Which means we're going the wrong way, aren't we? Because we're heading towards Devil's Pit. We're going completely the opposite direction where we want to go. Alright, let's go back this way. We're doing what we do best. Go in the wrong direction. There's a bridge like this. Not that far from here. I've seen it on a few of my vlogs. Just before Christmas. I didn't upload that vlog, did I? Just before Christmas. We went to Bull Moose because I was looking for Christmas presents. And I see Loot Sparkles down there on the beach that we missed. And Bull Moose was closed. They had a COVID-19 outbreak and they closed that location that we normally go to. So we had the next nearest Bull Moose is Mill Creek. So I tell Ben, we're halfway to Mill Creek, the Scarborough one. The Scarborough one is 14 miles away. The Mill Creek one is an additional 7 miles after that. So we're halfway there. And we get there. And it's like an area where there's a rotary and lots of roads that go off of it all the way around. There must be like 12 or 13 roads. And we get into this rotary and all of a sudden Ben goes into a panic because he recognizes it because one of those roads goes right up on the bridge and it's just like this. And it's a drawbridge, but it's not a drawbridge that opens up. It's a drawbridge that has a boom and pulls the entire bridge up into the air. And it's where the cruise ships come in. So it has to go up over the cruise ships, where the cruise ships come in Portland. And Ben just all of a sudden has a meltdown because he realizes where we are. For some reason he didn't realize where we were. The Bull Moose parking lot. If you miss it, you're going to go right onto that bridge. It's the next road. So we would just buy that bridge, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? It was like the day before Christmas. I was looking for a Christmas present for one of my brothers who couldn't find it anywhere. I said, let's go to Bull Moose and look. Wrong bridge, right? We went to bridge over here. Did we kill him? I don't know. I don't know. What did we do? I think we've done every possible ending for that quest at one point or another. I know we've already done it in this playthrough. What's the name of that quest? Get Junior. That's the name of that quest. We killed him. Okay. We killed him in the Gills playthrough too, which is funny when people send me that mod and they're like, "Did you know this mod exists?" Oh, I probably promote that mod more than anybody else. Yep, we've used that mod. It's a mod that turns Horson Jr. into Avallac'h so you can just kick Avallac'h to death. Has a note on it. If you've ever read the novels and wanted to kill Avallac'h, that is the most requested mod. Once people see the VODs and they're like, "Oh my god, we could kill Avallac'h. What is this mod? Where did you get this?" It's the most requested mod. When all the mods that I use that people want to know, where do you get this mod? The mod to kill Avallac'h is the one that people want the most. The funny thing is, the woman who made that mod, she's the one who taught me how to make mods. She hates Avallac'h as much as I like Avallac'h. And me and her are proof that you can like a character and hate a character and still be friends with each other. I don't understand these people. What? Oh, bandits. Okay. You guys killed bandits. We'll go over in a little. Yeah, I don't understand these people that are like, well, if you don't like a character, I'm going to send you death threats. Or if you like this character and I don't, I'm going to send you death threats. I mean, I don't understand that. They're fictional characters. Who cares who likes which ones and who doesn't like which ones? I don't understand it. But yeah, the woman who hates Avallac'h as much as I like Avallac'h is the one who taught me how to make mods so that I could play the game as Avallac'h. I guess that's a side effect of cancel culture that's rising up on Twitter lately, isn't it? That's kind of the same thing. Boy, has Twitter changed. I've been on Twitter since 2008, and back when I joined Twitter, Twitter was a chat room. It hasn't been a chat room, I think, since 2010. It hasn't been a chat room in years. It was a chat room like Yahoo Messenger originally. That's what it was made to compete with. It was made to compete with Yahoo Messenger. And you could open it up in like a grid, and it was like 4 grids, or 8 grids, or 12 grids, depending on your settings. And you type the hashtag into each grid, and that was the topic of conversation. That's how hashtags were originally used. You typed a hashtag at the top of the grids, and then you'd start talking, and other people would come in. It would just be you and 2 or 3 other people in a chat room, with the hashtag being the topic of that chat room. And you could talk back and forth in multiples of 4 up to 12. You weren't allowed to post any links to anything. You weren't allowed to post pictures. You couldn't post videos or anything like that. It was just straight up text. And it was actual conversations. That's why I stopped using Twitter, was when I liked Twitter when it was a chat room. And when it wasn't a chat room anymore, I check in on it and stuff, but it's like, yeah. People will look at my account and they'll be like, oh my god, you got 8 million tweets. How do you have 8 million tweets? It used to be a chat room and you would sit there and just talk to people and it was just a full-blown conversation. So people who have really old accounts have huge amounts of tweets because it was a chat room. We're going the right way. I know we're going the right way slightly, but are we supposed to turn there? I don't know. We'll keep going this way and see where we come out. We went the right way up to the point of getting to that monolith thing. That's Vic Watchtower, right? So we're still heading kind of ish the right way. I don't think you can't use the old grid system for Twitter anymore, can you? Didn't they completely do away with that? That's the lumber yard. Okay. The lumber yard's close to where we want to go. That's where I used to talk to, a lot of people would find that weird. I used to talk to Donald Trump. I know, Trump. I used to talk to Donald Trump, William Shatner, and Robert Englund. I don't think you could use Twitter to talk to people like that anymore. Okay, this day. I remember when people started talking about Trump was running for president, which was what? Was it 2015 or 2016? Whatever year it was when he first ran for president. I remember that was the first thing I said. I said, have you ever seen him on Twitter? Every time people were talking about they were going to vote for Trump, and I was like, are you sure? You might want to look at Twitter. Because he was on Twitter for years. I don't think a lot of people realized what he was like. I'm wondering how many people, had they read his Twitter account before he ran for president, how many of them would have voted for him? Because his Twitter account became famous after he became president, but he was posting stuff on Twitter the same way before he became president. There's just loot laying here in the road. Well, I guess we're gonna pick that up. That's the Von Everett estate. Bandit loot. That's Lower Mill, right? Is that Lower Mill? Wait. Is that? No. We're near where we want to be. We missed the road we wanted. I know we missed the road we wanted because we shouldn't be here by the Von Everett estate. So we're a little bit off course, but yes, this is Lower Mill. Okay. We're close to where we want to be. We're just not quite where we want to be. That's Upper Mill over there. Okay. And we're heading right into the center of Brunwick. We want that little stone bridge. That'll take us right to Heddle. Where's that? Is that it right ahead of us? Yes. This is what we want. Okay, this is the road we want. We could have gotten to this road from back there, but we usually come to Heddle through here. We don't very often go to Heddle. Where Erday was, somewhere there where Erday was, we could have gotten to Heddle from there, but we missed our turn, so we just go from this direction. I told the horse to go straight ahead, and he just decided, no, I'm going to go around something that's invisible. It wasn't even there. This is at, was it something Grange? No? Yes? What's the name of this place? You don't have a pop-up giving us a name? Okay. No pop-up giving us a name. Which waterfall is that? You still want to go this way, right? Oh no, I confused myself there. I think we're still going the right way. When I first took the HUD off, I've got pieces of the HUD on. I've got the time on, and then I've got some of the HUD replaced with other stuff. But when I first took the HUD off, we had such a hard time finding things. I was always lost. I didn't realize how much I relied on the map. Once we got used to it, though, just paying attention to all the landscape and knowing where we were, now it's easier for me to wander around without the map. Except for a few places where we still get lost because we don't travel those areas enough. Yeah, that's what confused me back when we saw that other waterfall, and I was thinking, wait a minute. We're supposed to be walking towards a waterfall. We're supposed to be walking towards this waterfall. What is that other waterfall back there? Because that is usually where I end up getting messed up. We see that other waterfall, and then I think, wait, we're supposed to be going towards the waterfall. We turn around and go towards the waterfall. It's the wrong one. Which house do we want? We want this house, right? Yes, we want this house. You got a long braided mustache. I like a long braided mustache like that.
You got there.
You don't have anything you want to buy, right? And we wanted to sell you the jewelry because you paid more for jewelry, we determined. Yes, you are the highest priced person for jewelry. I don't know why. Why is this guy out in the middle of nowhere the one who pays full price for jewelry? Every item in the game, when it tells you you can get a certain amount for it, you always see people, they're like, oh, I can get 100 crowns for this. And then they get somewhere and they're like, wait, you only pay 10. There is always somebody in the game that pays the maximum price, but there's only one person that pays the maximum price. And you may have to hunt to find who pays the maximum price for the item. But for some reason, this guy pays maximum price for the jewelry. I don't know why. But we are going to sell him all the jewelry. We've collected up a lot of jewelry, and I keep doing. We haven't sold the jewelry yet because we keep forgetting to come back to this guy. You ran out of money. And I think, because this is bugged out, we should be able to do that, and you have money back? Yes, we do. You're not supposed to be able to do that. We have a bug happening that's causing that. That's what I was just complaining about earlier. I said, we need to fix that. Yes, see, he's paying the 100, 200, 300, all these, the higher price for all the jewelry. And that's a rare item. We didn't want to sell that one. How much would you pay for that if we sell it? 110. Okay. You just ran out again. We'll refill your money again. He pays so much for it that we can't keep his money in stock. Is that all of it now? Did I get it all? Okay, sell these while we're here. And these are heavies. Get rid of those. something that you pay a low amount for. You pay 6 for ashes? Why? If he's an alchemist, though, poultice is made with ashes. So, yeah. He would want ashes. There's a flower that you pay 2 for. There we go.
So long.
So, what have we got now for weight on our horse? We are still not down much on our horse. So we need to find somebody who pays a lot for the stuff that we're carrying on our horse that is overburdening our horse. And I'm not sure who that would be. We didn't move those over. We can't sell that strange meat, can we? It's mostly alchemy stuff, though, isn't it? Gills is scared.
Jirel recognized the strength of my argument.
The Avallac'h's probably right. We're right near where those would be. You know, you're the one that pays a lot for that stuff.
Welcome. Welcome.
What have you got there?
This stuff. This is the stuff that is weighing our horse down. Hi, Rask. Yeah? What are you doing? You coming out? And the weight doesn't change on it. Why? That's what I thought I saw it doing. Why is it doing that? Is it just that there's so many of them and he's paying so much for them that it isn't making that much difference? Is that what I'm seeing?
So,
That is somehow bugged out. No, we're not that far from the river. Right. Let's go over there. Sell stuff to him. See what it does after we get done being stuck. Where is he? We just went right by him just a minute ago. That's lower mill. We want upper mill. And that's the other waterfall right there that we just went past. So it goes up to this castle. Okay. He doesn't pay as much for stuff. If you want to make money, he's one of the worst people to sell stuff to. But because he pays less for stuff, we can sell him more stuff. So,
wouldn't mind a glance at what you got.
and to see what can we sell him. We can sell you these things. Yeah, it pays a lot less. And now the weight has gone down. Interesting. So it's not acknowledging the weight going down here. But it does acknowledge it after. Why does it do that? We can actually sell all of the. Do we want to sell all of those? No, don't sell all of them. Rask, I hear you getting into stuff. What are you doing up there? And so I think it was just the other merchant was glitched out because it's working here. And we can get it down a lot faster because the other guy was paying what, 112? Is that what the other guy was paying? And he's paying what, 72? How did we get so much of these things? I guess we've just been collecting them for a while and never bothered to sell them. Two for gold nuggets. Are you behind me now, Rask? How'd you get over there from going up the other side? You are somewhere where you come down after, right? Okay, those are down to 9. This one's still over 200 though, right? Yes. But even getting that down, there is just so many things.
Thanks. So long.
Okay, so now we're down under 9,000 finally. We need to get back down under 4,000 though. Rascals. doing his run around thing that he does. And I think this guy buys and sells all the same stuff as the Runright, right?
It is to see you again. Quite a pleasure.
Our horse isn't glitched out anymore. We can probably do the horse races now. We had a glitch with our horses for a while where we couldn't race. You don't have anything you want to buy, do you? You have diamonds. We want those. Okay. You have food. Since you have a lot of it, we probably sold it to you, didn't we? We want, however, to sell stuff off our horse. There we go. We want to sell stuff off our horse. Sort items by weight. And our horse is too far away. Okay, wait a minute. We go through this every time we try to sell stuff to you. Call our horse. Call our horse. Okay. Stay there. Try this again. I forgot the horse does this. Have we ever been able to sell anything off the horse here? We always end up having to take it off the horse's inventory. Our horse is being an idiot. Yep, our horse is gone again. Our horse keeps getting out of range. Alright, we're gonna have... stop attacking your horse. No, that's not what we want. We're gonna have to take stuff off the horse. We can't sort by weight. No, we can't sort by weight over here. That's annoying. I can see that some of these items have a lot of weight does. What was it I was trying to sell? I forgot. I wasn't paying attention to the item. I was looking at the weight on them. You know, a lot of this stuff we can dismantle. No, we're overburned. a lot of this stuff we can dismantle. And end up getting more money from, which we don't need more money from. We got plenty of money. Now let's sell you these. The horse is being stupid.
It is to see you again. Great pleasure.
What did you bring from Ophir? Mind if I have a look?
1,000 pounds. Wow. Okay, sort items by weight. Now, I don't want to sell all. And yeah, you ran out of money. I should pay attention to that. That's all the weight we took off of our horse. That's not all the items we took off of our horse, though, so we sold stuff we would carry it instead. Can we get it down to 100 pounds? Who were we selling the buckthorn to? I don't remember. Okay, the weight stopped being a lot on these now. Wait, you buy these 6. Sell you these 6. I don't think these take anything down from weight yet, or less than a pound. Get rid of them while we got somebody who buys them. That's considerably rare. Don't remember, what do we use them for? We can sell the mutagens, right? Because we don't have a use for them anymore. Down under 200 pounds. You ran out of money. And we've also almost out of stuff to sell you.
Here now. Go, and in the world of glory, this never-ending creation be praised. Farewell.
Okay. There's our idiot horse. Call our horse again. I see you there. Can we reach you? Okay, it says we can. And it won't let us sort by weight. That is so annoying. What is our horse's weight right now? Oh, we've got it down under 8,000. Okay. Well. Take out all the common stuff that's really easy to get. The flower petals are the, wow, 159 pounds. The flower petals are the ones that weigh the most. Rot fiend blood we were using for some. Better not sell it. $641 wraith. I bet you're one of those cats that we could do a cucumber thing with, aren't you? Isabel laying there, she just leaped out of her skin and when she saw it. How much do these weigh? They don't weigh that much, so we're not going to sell those. We want to move these over so we don't accidentally sell them. And again, we just took 1,000 pounds, 1,200 pounds off of our horse. All right. We have 150 pounds of skulls. Is that heft? That is heft. Why can't you click on it? Why can't? Wow, it's weird. We're also carrying a lot of bone ash around with us. And broken oars. Why are we carrying broken oars and broken rings? Oh, we must have been overburdened at some point, and I just put everything on the horse. That's why our horse is slowly becoming so overburdened, and we weren't paying attention. Oh yeah, these are the ones that are weighing our horse down a lot here. Okay. Rask, what do I hear you getting into now? Can't remember what we use these for. I think we use them for something, so we'll keep some of them. I don't think there's anything here we need to move over. So. How much do these weigh? No? These are 20 pounds each. Okay. A single potato weighs about 3 pounds. So, 45 potatoes isn't going to weigh a pound. There's something off about the weight on the potatoes. Almost never used pepper. I'm going to go ahead and sell the pepper. And we almost never use the onions. We'll sell the onions as well. Sell the raw potatoes. Keep only the cooked potatoes. So that's about as much weight as we can take off our horse, right? Well, we can take these off. We have been in our inventory too long. The music stopped. Here's a train. Hi, Rask. How is it you keep going up over here and then you come back behind me? How are you getting back out of there? Sulfur is the one that we needed to keep some of. Okay. Alright. We gonna come sell you more stuff again.
Fuck off!
We have 2,000 pounds of stuff to sell you.
What did you bring from Ophir? Mind if I have a look?
2,069. Alright. You ran out of money. I should look at your money.
What did you bring from Ophir? Mind if I have a look?
Wow. Okay. sorted by weight? It's not. I need to go into these and check what they've got listed for the weight per item, because flower petals shouldn't weigh that much. The flower petals weigh more than potatoes. That's ridiculous. I've got a mod that turns the weight back on, so it's using the weight that the game developers put in there. When the game was first released, everything had weight, and then there was so many people complained about it because they got overburdened so fast. And nobody wants to walk anywhere. It doesn't do anything other than disable run. So you can keep collecting stuff and keep on going, but it's the instant gratification culture. So everybody bitched and complained to the game developers, and they deactivated it. I got a mod that reactivates it, and so we've got the original weights that the game developers put in here. So what is the logic behind some of these weights? Not realistic. But we need to get on top of just, after we loot stuff, selling it, so that we don't have to do this. And the whole reason we have to do this is because we went so long looting and not selling in between that we ended up with just way too much stuff. And we're having trouble with the horse because the horse is overburdened. That's why we couldn't gallop before. Before, when we were trying to gallop and we couldn't gallop, and I couldn't figure out why couldn't we gallop. I forgot I have a mod that our horse is affected by how much weight it's carrying. That's why we couldn't gallop. I use so many mods that I just forget what mods I'm using. I forget what mods we have on here until the game does something like, why is this happening? Please forget that I'm using a mod. Like, why does ashes? Why did they pay so much for ashes? He's not paying as much for ashes as the other guy did. Still. I mean, this guy, he's not an alchemist. So, why is he buying ashes at all? We've almost got the weight down. So our horse should be down around 5,000 now, right? How much is he paying for those? I wasn't looking at the price. That's not going down very fast. Okay, you're paying a lot for this. Do we want to sell those? Wait a minute. Those are rare. Those are hard to get. Don't want to sell those. That's something that we already had. It wasn't something we took off our course. Practice. Okay. You just pays a lot for this. Alright, let's go with these then. Avallac'h's now no longer overburdened. But we had it down under 200, so we still don't have all the weight gone that we added from the horse. We have this many stacks of potatoes. We must have already had some of these. Because we only moved one stack of potatoes out of the horse inventory. How much did those weigh? Hmm? We really have to do that 10 times? We're gonna have to do that 10 times. He's just paying enough for these that he's only been able to buy a few at once. But the whole reason for going to him was because he pays less for stuff, so. It would take longer from somebody else. But we got Avallac'h back down to the weight he was at. So all the excess weight from the horse is now gone. We can sell that as well. Do you have anything else? Yes, that's. We're actually down to the last item. How long did this take? I don't know. I wasn't keeping track of the time. We probably should have kept track of the time to say how long does it take us to do this? And yeah, you're not gonna be able to buy any of those. Can we sort them by price and see what is the cheapest one? Oh wow, not even the cheapest one. Alright.
Take care now. Go, and in the world of glory, this never-ending creation be praised. Farewell.
Okay, wait, there's our horse. So what's our horse's weight at now? That's what we want to see. We got the horse down to, well, close to 6,000, but we got down to 5,000 something. How do we still have 5,000 pounds on our horse? Is it all those weapons that we're carrying? Most of the weapons are under 2 pounds. I know a lot of the clothes we're carrying do have a lot of weight, though. What gloves are we wearing? Those are really good gloves. Oh, it's those weird glitched out boots. I don't know why there are so many dots on those boots, so many slots. We took advantage of it and added a whole bunch of. We found. Where did we find those? I think we looted them off a dead body or something, didn't we? I have no clue why they're like that. Somewhere there is something broken causing them to be glitched out. We don't have your regular coat. That's right. Okay. While we're doing stuff with weight anyways. You're organized vanilla secondary, right? Are you? You are. Game crash. Okay. Yeah, we're at 2.5 hours. I think I'm gonna stop the stream, go to the bathroom, get a drink, maybe refill my drinks, and then come back and start another stream. Because I'm not done with this, we're still gonna have a lot of merchants I need to go find. I just gotta figure out what are we gonna sell. Because our horse is still overburdened. We were keeping I had that set so that the horse got overburdened at 4,000 pounds. And somehow we had 11,000 pounds of weight on our horse. So we still got another 2,000 pounds of weight to sell off our horse. And I say, while I'm doing it, I'm just going to keep doing it. So, I'll be back probably 15-20 minutes. Just pick up where we left off.